Ahoy! Welcome to this edition of Pacific Wonder. In this episode, Carrie is going to All right, Carrie, what have you got for us?
Well, Diane, this just in from the West Coast. Sage Littlefoot has been named Admiral of Pacific Wonder and Lord Commander of the High Seas.
Well, that is exciting news, but it comes as no surprise.
No, it certainly doesn't, Diane, especially with all the training exercises that have been going on in the Port Townsend area. Rumors have been flying for a couple of years over this appointment.
Well, that is good news. We can finally put that rumor to bed.
Yes, and it's great to hear that there will finally be some responsible leadership on the bridge of Pacific Wonder.
Well, yes, and as I'm sure you're aware, rumors were flying around as far north as the Broughtons last year.
Well, that's right, Diane. And as a matter of fact, I kept getting feedback from other cruisers about a strange, gray, shadowy figure pacing back and forth across the bridge of Pacific Wonder whenever we'd come out of the fog. And not to mention all the rumors of Sage excelling in all the exercises at all the aquatic centers across the country.
Well, yes, and as we can see, the newly named Admiral and Lord Commander is being transported now out to Pacific Wonder, which has just been refit with new safety gear to her specifications.
Well, yes, but I think it's time we gave our audience some insight as to who Sage Littlefoot is, where she came from, and how she rose to such a high position in such a short amount of time.
Well, yes, Carrie, Sage came from a family of 5 in Olympia, Washington, but it was plain to see that she was something special right from the beginning.
Well, yes, I know, Diane, and immediately upon arriving home, she made me give her own keys to the Jeep and introduce her to the neighbors. And then she fell asleep at my feet.
Well, yes, I remember. And then when she woke up, she began hand-to-hand combat training, or should I say mouth-to-glove. And then she tried out for the varsity soccer team.
Oh yeah, but as I recall, she got a little sidetracked and thought that soccer was all about guerrilla warfare and sneak attacks.
I don't know.
Yes, and she passed command school with flying colors, and there's absolutely no question about who's in charge on the parade grounds.
You leave that little rabbit alone. Where are you going? You having fun? It wasn't long before she moved on to the Arctic training grounds, preparing herself for high latitude cruising.
Well, yes, and that's where I understand her midshipman teammates gave her the nickname Hell on Wheels.
After that, as Sage rested, spring came to the mountains, and she turned her gaze back to the waters.
Well, yes, that's right. And she just breezed through Special Forces training, and before you knew it, she is a SEAL, ready to storm a beach.
And you can't forget the mountain climbing. She doesn't even need a chalk bag.
And after an exhaustive training program like that, even Sage decided she needed a little R&R at the beach.
And for all you tennis balls out there, never worry about drowning. Sage will be there to save you.
And I have no doubt that I'll ever have to bend another sail in my life. Sage and Lily will be there to get the job done.
Well, Carrie, it should be obvious to everyone out there how Sage rose to such a high position in such a short time. Come here! Come on! Come back here! Come on, baby! Come on! Sagey on a jack line!
Got a secure little puppy dude. Yes, Diane, Admiral, Pacific Wonder, Lord Commander of the High Seas, Sage Littlefoot. There can only be one.
Hi, baby. Veggie. you for viewing this episode of Pacific Wonder, where Carrie was happy to explain her detailed program for rural road maintenance at our hometown community. Thank you for watching Pacific Wonder. If you see these two shady characters hanging around a dock near you, be sure to stop and say hi. Until next time.